No confidence.
No confidence.
No confidence.
I'm saying no confidence too.
This should come as no surprise, but I need to utter this one word to describe it: pathetic. This gigantic circle jerk of a product couldn't even garner 5 million viewers worldwide on its debut night on Netflix. Raw used to draw more than that in the US alone back in the day. Even Nitro did on some occasions. That should be alarming to Triple H. The guy really was under the impression that he can turn anything he touches into gold. Did he really think 60 million people would want to see this once mainstream now niche product? Because we were told all these consumers migrated over to streaming now and ditched cable, that consumers would just suddenly want to watch WWE on Netflix the day it first became available. Just because Netflix has 200 million subscribers doesn't mean they'll just want to watch WWE. That means 196 million subscribers refused to watch WWE when it was on. What does that tell you, considering this was supposed to be Triple H's ticket to taking WWE to the next level? WWE's deal with Netflix is for 10 years. I doubt Netflix will want to keep them around after 2 years. They're not going to pump $5 billion into a company that can't even draw 5 million. Do I think WWE will try to right the ship eventually? Yes. They should do everything in their power to make sure the 10-year contract is completely fulfilled. The concerning thing to me about this is that nobody in business understands pro wrestling. The only guy that did is whom TKO just thrown into the cosmic landfill of history like an old hard drive with Bitcoin on it. So I have no idea how TKO and WWE will try to right the ship. Would they replace Triple H with someone else that's just as clueless? Here's what I would do if I were Triple H. I would do several things. Firstly, I would promote the NXT creative team to the main roster for the time being and have them write material for the talent. That's the only source of creativity the company seems to have right now. They might as well rely on this team to write storylines and characters until they actually hire Hollywood writers again. Secondly, I would put my foot down on all these beta male wrestlers taking prolonged vacations. It's time for Cody, Gunther, Orton, Rollins, Rhea Ripley, and others to get back to wrestling on TV. What reason would you not want to have your biggest stars in matches every week? They're tired and they work too hard. I get their gripes, but this next thing I would do is an easy solution. Third, short matches. These long matches are horrible to sit through. They are a complete waste of time. There's no reason for two wrestlers to get all their big spots in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, not 15 or 20 minutes. More importantly, they depreciate talent. When Cody Rhodes is taken to the limit by a mid-card wrestler, that doesn't elevate the mid-card wrestler like Carmelo Hayes. It only brings Cody down to his level. If I had 15 minutes to spare, I would book 2 matches. Have Cody and Carmelo both win squash matches along with other related events to further storylines. That way, both talent would feel important and feel like big stars. Rikishi is right. Jacob Fatu needs 3-minute squash matches. Not 20-minute struggles where he gets his ass beat half the time by Angelo Dawkins. Monster heels don't compete in 20-minute matches. Shorter matches are good for the talent. You have more time to give to more wrestlers on your show every week when you have short matches here and there. Like Cody Rhodes can't bother to wrestle 3-minute matches? How do you think Austin and Rock did it back in the day? Fourth, focus on character. Not on wrestling. Present your talent like larger-than-life personalities. Not generic athletes with cookie-cutter personas. All of these wrestlers should be good at wrestling at the end of the day. If that's your hands-down only factor that you focus on, any demographic that's looking for entertainment isn't going to get it. Vince McMahon understood how to make pro wrestling marketable. He would create characters that could appeal to many different people. Good-looking men that appeal to women. Good-looking women that appeal to men. Colorful heroes that appeal to children. Even over-the-top gimmicks for horror and sci-fi fans. With Triple H, you get a one-size-fits-all product. He expects audiences to conform to a product that appeals to dedicated fans of wrestling, and that is a mistake. Fans don't want to feel like niche hardcore fans for watching WWE. That's what it feels like now because you no longer see families or women in the live attendance. That's all WWE can claim it's got going on now, sold-out venues. They'll have commentary lecture us on how the live attendance is quote an ascendance as a brand. Bullshit. For all we know, the same die-hard fans could just be traveling to each televised show week to week. That's not an indicator of growth. You get results by doing the work. Triple H hasn't been willing to put in the work. I'm not saying we need Vince McMahon back in the fold. He's just too old for him to be doing so much on his own. But that doesn't mean his philosophies no longer work. All Triple H had to do was keep the system in place, but perhaps assign all of Vince's tasks to 5 or 6 people. Nobody asked for Triple H to take the product into this awful direction or dilute all the characters of personality, or for heroes and villains to shake hands and get along. Who said we need less conflict in a pro wrestling product?